guys, today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, opinions, and feels on WAPA! Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is actually the Booksplosion book of the month for the month of October, and we will be having a live show discussion for this on October 24th, which is tomorrow. And I will leave a link down below to the live show once it goes live, where we will be discussing this book in full. So let me first break this book down for you in a rather simple way, letting you know what this book is about. Basically, we have these six misfits that come together to take on a heist that happens in the Grisha universe. Now, if you're not familiar with the Grisha world, it's actually from Leigh's first trilogy, the Grisha trilogy. And the question that I've received the most about this book is if you have to read the Grisha trilogy before you read Six of Crows. And my answer to that is no, you do not have to read it. It's not necessary at all. It does reference a few things from the Grisha trilogy, but it's nothing that will confuse you in any way. We do get references from a few of the characters like Alina and Nikolai, and it also does reference one event that does take place in the Grisha trilogy, but really that's all that it references throughout this book. This story does a fantastic job of standing on its own, and that's something that I so appreciated about this book. So let's talk about my feels about this book, guys. I freaking love this book so much, and I basically just want to take 1,000,000 copies of this book and just throw it around the world and have everyone read it because I loved it so much. It was fantastic, and I was actually really surprised at how much I love this book. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a massive fan of the Grisha trilogy, but I loved Six of Crows. Six of Crows was so good. I think the thing that I loved the most about Six of Crows was the characters. They're all so unique and distinct and different from each other, and I just loved them each equally. While I do have a favorite character, I still loved them all. They were all still kind of on an equal playing field, and I loved them each equally. We follow the different point of views of each of the characters except for one of the characters, and this just really allows for each character to develop so nicely, and you get to know each of them individually, and they're all just so different and unique, and I love them all so much. I want to be a part of their squad because they are squad goals. Me and my clique going hard and you feel us. The plot of this book was just epic. Straight up epic. I just loved how intense and crazy some of the scenes were, and I just loved the interactions between all the characters, and this story just grabs you and holds you, and you don't want to let go because it's so freaking good. I'm just so happy that this is going to be a duology and that we're going to get more from these characters because I love them all so much. I can't say that enough. I love these characters. I love them, okay? I love them. Leigh Bardugo's writing is something that I just love so much. That's something that I really appreciated about the Grisha trilogy. It's just so well written. And then I read Six of Crows, and it's just gotten so much better. The writing in the Grisha trilogy is fantastic, and her writing style in Six of Crows just got even better, and it's incredible. I am kind of happy that I read the Grisha trilogy because you just see a growth in Leigh's writing style, and that's just so nice to see. All in all, I really love this book, and I would highly recommend going out and picking it up and reading it because it's fantastic, and I want you all to go and read it because it was so good. I'm so satisfied with this book. But for now, I'm going to be jumping into some spoilery things. Mostly, I just want to gush about how much I love each and every one of the characters within the story. So if you have not read this book, then peace out. If you have read this book, let's talk about the characters because they're all so great. So like I said, I love all of these characters equally. They're all my little babies, and I just want to like get them in a group hug and just hold them and I want to be a part of their squad. I want to be a part of their freaking squad, and I want to go on a heist with them because they're all just amazing, and I want to be a part of their group. I would have to say that Inej, I think that's how you say her name, is by far my favorite. Just her role in the story was so cool. The fact that she was an acrobat turned spy and thief, like just whoa, you are my queen. Inej, you are my queen. We have so many moments where Inej is just hit with weakness and she doesn't give in or give up. She fights through it, and she's just so powerful, and it's just so awesome to see her work through those moments of weakness and pull out on the other side and just be awesome and powerful. Then my next favorite character would have to be Kaz because, oh my saints, he's a freaking bad boss. The eyeball scene, the bloody eyeball scene. I can't. It hurts my eyes. It actually hurts my eyes. But that scene is when it became a done deal. It was signed, sealed, delivered. That Kaz became the hardcore crow that shouldn't be messed with. I also loved Nina so much. She was just such a well-rounded character. And I really liked having Agrisha a part of the Crow crew. And I love the relationship between her and Matthias. Even though it was kind of frustrating throughout the story, it was still really interesting because there's a lot of history there. And as that's being revealed, you kind of see all the layers to their relationship and the things that they've been through. I really liked seeing the internal struggle that Matthias had throughout the story and how he was kind of fighting with himself as to where he stood with Nina. Was he going to hang on to all this hatred that he had built up for her because of her betrayal, or was he going to work through it and find that he truly loves her and still wants to support her? Was he going to push through that and find a way to get over that and love her again? That moment we thought that Matthias was going to go up against Nina and betray her right back, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it because I wasn't sure what he was going to do, because it was kind of hard to know if he was really committed to being a part of the Crow crew. Thank the saints he pulled through and smacked out of it, and he knew what he had to do, and that just made me so happy. I just love Matthias and Nina together, even though I'm really concerned about Nina right now because of the drug issue. Like, she better be okay. She better be okay in the next book. I will be upset if she's not okay. I'm kind of wondering why we didn't really get a Wylan chapter. I know that there was a lot of mystery about Wylan and his past and kind of his relationship with his father. So maybe that's why we didn't get a chapter specifically about Wylan. But I'm really hoping that we have his perspective in the next book. I mean, surely we will, because a lot of things have been revealed about how terrible his father was. But I really want more of Wylan in the next book because I really enjoyed what we saw of Wylan within this story. The only character that I wanted a little bit more from in this book was Jesper. I really liked Jesper, but I just wanted a little bit more. Give me more. Give me more. He just felt a little bit dry to me at times, and I wish we would have been able to kind of explore his past a little bit more. But I do think that Jesper really added a humor aspect to the story, and I really appreciated that aspect of his character. And I also love Jesper and Wylan together. I ship it. When Jesper stood up for Wylan, his father was talking crap, and Jesper's like, "Oh no you don't, old man. Oh no you don't." I just flipped. That moment was just so good. I was just like, preach, Papa, preach. So those are my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. You guys let me know down below what your favorite moment was from Six of Crows, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later. And one of the questions that I've received the most about this book is this book. What? This story does a fantastic job of standing on its own. What was I gonna say after that? Oh my gosh. That Kaz became the Hard Crow by Leigh Bardugo.